Headlines on Global Business. Global trade talks. The 13th World Trade Organization Ministerial Conference is currently underway in Abu Dhabi. Chinese Commerce Minister Wang Wentao is attending the meeting. Tech Showcase. The 2024 Mobile World Conference is underway in Barcelona, Spain, with more than 90,000 participants from over 200 countries and regions. And Vital Summit. The United Nations Environment Assembly is currently underway in Nairobi, Kenya. The summit focuses on addressing the escalating environmental crises that are impacting the planet. From CGTN headquarters in Beijing, this is Global Business. I'm Zheng Junfeng. We start our program with news from the 13th Ministerial Conference of the World Trade Organization, currently underway in Abu Dhabi. During a symposium on trade and sustainable development, China's Commerce Minister Wang Wentao emphasized the need for increased regulatory discussions to strengthen the stability and resilience of the global industrial chain. He highlighted the importance of integrating the investment facilitation for development agreement into the WTO legal framework, aiming to support economic progress in developing nations and contribute to the achievement of the UN 2030 agenda on the sustainable development. Wang also expressed China's commitment to the concept of the new development and its advocacy for high-quality development. For more updates on today's event, let's cross to our correspondent Yasser Hakim on the ground. Hello, Yasser, take us through the agenda for today's event and what are the major takeaways?
Okay, today on Tuesday, the focus during the WTO was on launching what is the Trade Tech Forum, which has been going throughout the day. The Trade Tech Forum is an agreement or meetings between all industry players to try to find regulations and put regulations that would ease e-commerce, and also that would ease trade between countries, especially electronic trade. Also, they talked about how technology and high tech can help in also increasing cooperation and trade between countries. As you know, the AI and technology has been revolutionized in the last few years, and now everyone is trying to see how it can be adopted to ease and facilitate globalization between countries. China has been active during the meetings today with Chinese companies in the tech industry, such as X-Transfer and LOG Group, representatives there with the meetings with other conference representatives. And there's also the signing last night of the investment for development agreement, which today also we saw the reaction, which was a landmark agreement. China has been one of the leaders in trying to put this forward, and it was signed last night in Abu Dhabi. And today everyone was talking about how it will make a big impact on how foreign investments can help develop least developed countries and help improve economies of least developed countries through foreign investments from developed nations and countries that are opening up, such as China, that is very much opening up, like the Commerce Minister of China, Wang Wentao, who said that China is going to open up because it will be a big player in the recovery of the world economy. Back to you.
Thank you so much for the update, Yasser Hakim, for us from Abu Dhabi. China has made significant strides since becoming a member of the World Trade Organization. As a beneficiary of the organization and the broader process of globalization, China also aims to share the fruits of its development with the world. China's ambassador to the WTO, Li Chenggang, emphasized in an exclusive interview with CGTN's host Tian Wei that as a member of the global community, China recognized the importance of adhering to multilateral rules. He said China's development not only benefits itself, but also have positive implications for the world.
China's accession to WTO actually is a milestone for the opening up process. During the past 2 decades, China's trade has increased 11 times. We are now the main trading partners of 140 countries and regions. And also we are the largest trading country in goods. While China has made a big progress, we also create more opportunities for the rest of the world. China now has a large volume of the import from all over the world. For example, now the 10% of the LDC's export, the destination is China.
I see.
Yeah, so we provide a huge market to others, let others to enjoy our development. Of course, we benefit from the accession to WTO, we benefit from the globalization.
Yes.
But also, we also create a lot of opportunities for the rest of the world. It's not just one win, one loss. Actually, it's a win-win situation. I think WTO is a platform to further facilitate China's institutional reform. Because, you know, the WTO is a rule-based organization.
Right.
And now we are also negotiating some new rules, like the e-commerce, like the IFD. If China continually, closely follow the rules, the multilateral rules, I think we could get more support from the outside, from the multilateral trading system to strengthen our institutional reform and opening up.
The 13th Ministerial Conference, or MC13, of the World Trade Organization is currently taking place in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Until Thursday, the conference brings together trade ministers from around the world to assess the functioning of the multilateral trading system and strategize future actions for the WTO. Tian Wei spoke to Aspen Barth Eide, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Norway, to find out his expectations for this year's MC13.
We were very happy, really happy, when China joined the World Trade Organization, which I think is now 23 years ago, and which really opened up to a phase of unseen globalization, where basically everybody could trade with everybody else. And here I think China and Norway agrees that we want to have that live and functioning, whereas other countries have been holding back. So this will be a key topic. Even very large countries like China needs a well-functioning rules-based trade order, but if you're a smaller country like Norway or Singapore, for instance, this is really important. We need to have an open and transparent system. So that's going to be a very important topic at MC13. And the other thought is that I think it's also fair for all of us that we make sure that no country has a monopoly of a technology or a critical resource, so that these technologies are shared and available in many countries and so on.
China's foreign minister has expressed concerns that the implementing protectionist measures could disrupt global chip supply chain and hinder innovation. The remarks align with the sentiments expressed in NVIDIA's latest annual report, where the American chip maker warned that further chip export bans could potentially diminish the company's competitive advantage. You're watching Global Business. Still to come. Tech Showcase. The 2024 Mobile World Conference is underway in Barcelona, Spain, with more than 90 participants from over 200 countries and regions.
The National People's Congress, China's top legislature, and the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, the country's advisory body, convene their annual sessions in Beijing. Lawmakers and advisors will assess the country's performance, craft laws and refine policies that will chart a course of China's ongoing modernization drive. Beijing once again hosts the two sessions, where China takes stock of what it has achieved and where it's headed next. Join us as we bring you highlights and analysis of China's agenda in our special coverage of the two sessions here on CGTN.
The 2024 Mobile World Congress is underway in Barcelona, Spain. This year's event has attracted a record-breaking number of participants with over 90,000 attendees from over 200 countries and regions, marking the highest attendance in 5 years. Among the participants are 300 companies from China. The focus of the Congress revolves around exploring the latest trends that are shaping the future of connectivity, including topics such as 6G and artificial intelligence. MWC Barcelona will span 4 days, concluding on Thursday. The event is organized by Global System for Mobile Communications Association, or GSMA. For the latest at the Mobile World Congress 2024, let's cross to our reporter Ken Brown in Barcelona. Ken, what's grabbing your attention at this year's Mobile World Congress in Barcelona?
Yes, well, this big tech fair, this is where big tech comes to drop jaws and set trends. We've seen some incredible things already. Electrical, vertical, flying, takeoff vehicles, backflipping robots, cyber dogs. We've seen holograms. We've seen invisible laptop screens. A lot of AI, also artificial intelligence. Some big players here, including Microsoft and Google. But I think one thing that's really caught the attention here has been this beauty here behind me, the Xiaomi SU7 electric car. It goes from 0 to 100 in 2.78 seconds, has a range of over 700 kilometers on a single charge, does 265-kilometer top speed, and basically, Jiang, I want one. Now, Xiaomi says they aim to become one of the top 5 car manufacturers in the world. That's a pretty ambitious aim in such a crowded space. But when you consider that Xiaomi is already the second or the third largest mobile phone seller in the world, despite only being founded some 14 years ago in 2010, they say if we can do it with phones, then we can do it with cars. So we've also seen a lot of launches coming up here. We're looking at mobile phones, wearable tech, lots of different things. One of the themes of the Mobile World Congress is connecting everything, and that's what Xiaomi says that they want to do. Imagine your car communicating with your bathroom, telling it that you're just back from the gym and you need the water to be at a certain temperature because you're going to take a shower. Things like that, where all of the Internet of Things, they're all connected, they're all talking to each other. Your microwave is talking to your toaster, your dishwasher to your washing machine, telling it not to use so much water. So much more coming up here at the Mobile World Congress, and all I'll say is that they better keep a close eye on this beauty, or I'll drive it home to my house here in Spain, Jen.
Yeah, but I know that the Xiaomi car hasn't reviewed its prices here, right? And apart from that beautiful Xiaomi electric car, what else is creating a buzz at the Mobile World Congress?
Yeah, no prices yet, but luckily for you, this will be released first in China before the rest of the world. Now, this serves the Mobile World Congress. It's a launch pad for a lot of different tech. We're going to see phone releases. There's always hundreds of techies and YouTubers and influencers buzzing around all of these stands. We've seen the Xiaomi 14, which is going global, the Honor Magic Pro 6. Chinese tech really dominating here in a certain way. The gadgets, the ZTE flip phone is set to go on the market this year. It's right here. This is going to be the cheapest flip phone for its class at around $599. So you can look out for this on its global release soon. We're also looking at artificial intelligence features on the phones. Oppo, for example, has some amazing technology that can make people disappear from your photographs. Very useful after a breakup, for example. Wearable tech is also making great advances. We've seen a smart ring. We've seen the Xiaomi smart bracelet. So we might see a wave of wearables, anything from smart necklaces to smart nose nose piercings, but I'm not trying those ones on Zheng. Now, last night we had a real surprise. We had an amazing concert here in Barcelona. The Chinese pianist Lang Lang that treated us to the most incredible concert. He played a virtual piano, and then a hologram of him played a real piano. We also saw drones dancing to his music. I think even Rachmaninoff would have been proud of that, Zheng.
That's very interesting what Lang Lang did. He played a virtual piano and his hologram played an actual piano. That's very interesting. Thank you so much for your update. Look forward to more report from you. That's Cam Brown for us in Barcelona. At the Mobile World Congress, Huawei announced the launch of what it claims to be the world's first full series solutions for 5G-A, also known as 5.5G, serving as the traditional mobile communication technology between 5G and 6G. The 5G-A solutions aim to provide operators with a significant boost in speed, latency, and reliability, offering tenfold capabilities across various scenarios. The solutions include the innovative new calling technology, which has already been implemented in 31 municipalities and provinces in China, catering to an impressive subscriber base of up to 50 million users. Extensive verification has also taken place in Europe, Latin America, and Middle East and Asia Pacific, with plans for commercializing in these regions scheduled for this year. Additionally, Huawei has introduced a telecom AI model designed to enhance efficiency in handling system breakdowns. For more discussion on this year's Mobile World Congress, or MWC, let's bring Andy Mork, a senior research fellow at the Center for China and Globalization. Andy is also a long-term digital observer. Andy, what key technologies have caught your attention at this year's MWC?
Well, Junfeng, there's certainly a lot of exciting things going on, as we've heard, from AI-powered smartphones to flying cars. But I think what's important, if we step back and look at what are some of the more game-changing developments here, we hear a lot about artificial intelligence, generative AI, and connectivity is independent of, but complementary to, this AI-powered future that many of us are expecting, with robots, flying cars, etc. And I think what's very important here is we talked a little bit about 5G Advanced or 5G-A, is just the increase in the number of devices that can be supported, download speeds, and latency. So why is this important? Because in addition to the ability to process, create all kinds of information, words, images, sounds, etc., the ability to connect not just thousands, not just millions, but perhaps even billions of devices per square kilometer is crucial for this idea of the Internet of Things, where everything has an IP address or is connected to the internet. So your closet, your clothes, your refrigerator, etc. And without this connectivity technology, this would not be possible. So I think this is one of the more exciting and important developments at this year's edition of the Mobile World Congress, is this step increase in possibilities for 5G and beyond.
Right. While the show promotes new gadgets and ways of maybe working, communicating, managing health, and getting entertainment, it seems that mobile phones like this are mostly widely used gadgets. Do you think this trend will continue, everyone using their phone, or will other devices such as watches, rings, glasses, speakers? My colleague Cam Brown just mentioned maybe nose piercing, maybe can vibrate or beep to notify you have messages. Will those things, also you mentioned clothes, right, become like digital devices and more popular?
Certainly, Junfeng. I think this is one of the exciting consumer-facing areas for innovation, are what might be called different form factors. So not just a rectangular piece of glass, metal, plastic that you carry with you, but could be glasses, could be implanted devices, etc. But we also should not ignore what's going on in the commercial and industrial space. So what connectivity allows are smart factories, autonomous vehicles, telemedicine. And these, again, require extraordinarily fast connections, latency, or very low turnaround times, if we want to call it that. Power consumption is very important. So I think, yes, we'll see more form factors. There's a lot of excitement around Apple's Vision Pro, other types of wearable devices, but I think we should not overlook the importance in the industrial space. And here I want to point out too, Junfeng, we talk a lot about technology and think about it's a new device, a new chip. But what really is the invisible magic going on here are the setting of standards. And why this matters is that this is, we can think of as a way to identify best practices, whether it's a way to transmit a signal, whether it's to store a certain amount of information. And by developing these standards, it's what really unlocks all of the exciting things that we're able to see and use. And this is actually a great example of globalization, because this kind of standard setting would not be possible if countries like China, like countries in Europe and North America, did not collaborate at the technical level to agree what is the best technical solution, what is the solution that everyone should adopt. So we can not only have interoperability or the ability to use devices, services all around the world, but actually to choose the very best solutions. So I think this is a very important but sometimes overlooked driver. Again, I think of the invisible magic of what we see at the Mobile World Congress and other events like this.
Thank you so much for insight. Very interesting. We can keep talk about these topics later on when we have the chance again. That's Andy Mok for us from CCG. Tech giants from China such as Xiaomi, Lenovo and Honor have been showcasing their products related to AI on the sidelines of the 2024 Mobile World Congress since Sunday. Take a look.
In the era of artificial intelligence, the hybrid use of public and private large models is transforming the entire industry. On the sidelines of Mobile World Congress 2024, PC giant Lenovo showcased its latest concept product, the ThinkBook transparent screen laptop, which is the world's first micro-LED transparent screen laptop. Through AI-generated content technology, the transparent screen has paved the way for collaborative work and enhanced efficiency, enabling integration of physical objects with digital information, creating unique user content, and facilitating devices to blend seamlessly into their surroundings.
Currently, micro-LED represents the next major breakthrough for the screen technology, which can revolutionize the form factor of laptops. Additionally, AIGC has spurred innovations in end-user electronics, revealing that transparent screens can effectively support this blend of virtual and physical worlds. Therefore, in light of this advancement, we have developed this concept with the aim of exploring new user scenarios and enhancing user experience in the future.
Coincidentally, Honor has also unveiled its first AI PC, the MagicBook Pro 16, at the Congress, introducing new experiences in AI capabilities and multi-device connectivity. Industry analysts believe that the market size of AI PCs will surge in the next 4 years. Hybrid AI will drive AI on devices to become the mainstream trend in the future communications and technology market.
We predict that, driven by the development of the hybrid AI software and hardware ecosystem, the global AI PC market will grow rapidly from 2025, with a penetration rate of the AI PC about 7% in 2024, and will reach 28% in 2025. And the penetration rate of the AI PC is expected to reach 82% in 2028, with a market size of about 150 million units.
Beyond question, Chinese companies will be a noticeable force in the round of AI PC growth. We see that leading companies like Lenovo and Honor have taken the lead in active deploying AI PCs and ecosystems. With China's AI software ecosystem booming, we can expect that China's vast PC market, exceeding 1 billion users, is transiting towards AI PCs, accelerating the growth of the AI ecosystem and China's AI industry. Su Xinbo, Zhang Haixiang, CGTN, Beijing.
The UN Environment Assembly is underway in Kenya's capital. The summit aims to address the escalating environmental crisis affecting the planet. CGTN's Daniel Oprim-Prori reports from Nairobi.
The United Nations Environment Assembly in Nairobi brought together leaders, policymakers and experts. The delegates are here to discuss ways of addressing what has been termed triple planetary crisis.
We are facing this triple planetary crisis, the climate crisis, the nature loss, and of course the desertification crisis and the pollution crisis. Now we've all seen the impacts of these crises and we are living them every day. Intense storms, heavy rainfalls, droughts, fires, vanishing nature and species, failing soils, dirty air, oceans stuffed with plastic and much, much more.
According to delegates, it's getting increasingly difficult to find funding for environmental projects.
We are witnessing a series of wars and conflicts, some of them with major international implications, and sometimes distracting the governments and the major stakeholders from providing their time and resources to the most pressing issues related to the environment.
Experts and policymakers united to demand decisive action against the ongoing climate and plastic crisis fueled by fossil fuels. But as the demand for plastic continues to grow, so does the need for fossils. Major concerns remain over the fact that many essential resources, such as food, medicine and clean water, which are derived from biodiversity, are being lost. The delegates called for urgent attention and concerted efforts to mitigate its impact on the environment. In the next couple of days, delegates will try to come up with workable solutions aimed at addressing those pressing planetary challenges. Daniel Arap Moi, CGTN, Nairobi, Kenya.
With that story, we wrap up this edition of Global Business. I'm Junjun Feng in Beijing. Thanks for watching. CGTN continues with more news and views. Stay with us.